Hey chat! We are going to be playing Luck Be a Landlord again today. I did beat level 8 off screen, so I thought, it'd be a fun way to make up for it if I started at level 1 and saw how far we could get before my usual 1 hour mark is up. So that's going to be the objective today. We're going to start at level 1 and just see how far we can get into this into the levels here before the time runs out. We might do here. I won't technically start the run until 9:30 just because I don't want it to have to keep track of that at a weird time. So we're going to start with level 9 just as we wait. There's only about 6 minutes, but this is much more fun to watch opposed to just the starting soon screen. Just as we are starting out, I'm not putting much into this right now just because this is only to bide our time. I think for our main runs going forward though, when we're starting from 1 and going as far as we can, I'm gonna see if we can maybe just try for luck boosts at first. I think that's something that we tried once, it didn't quite work out, but we're gonna see if we can do it this time. Where's my mouse? There's my mouse. Right, so we're gonna spin. Do we have anything good? No, not really. We're still dealing with the 2 X's on this 9. 9th floor, not the 9. So we do have bubbles. We're gonna try the toddler. Toddlers are good early in the game. Just because if you can get a piñata or candy, bubble, or soap, they can usually make up the money that you have for them. Like I said, we're not really paying attention to this because I fully intend on hopping out of this as soon as it hits 9:30. I just do not want to have to keep track of a weird time. But the goldfish we got is going to go into the bowl now up here. We don't really need much for lucky, but we'll go for the candy option, see if we can get it near the toddler. Removal doesn't really do much for us. That broke apart. Let's see. No, we don't have a miner in this. 100 doing another spin, but we already have that covered, so we're pretty solid there. Just because this is a speed run, well, I guess it's not a speed run in the traditional sense. More so... Well, I guess technically, I don't really know how you'd want to consider it. I'm going to call this a speedrun because I am trying to go through the levels as quickly as possible, so I think that would count. But that's all just to say that I'm not really planning on explaining too much what each individual symbol does like I did with the first stream I did on this. I will go through it as I'm doing strategies and try to at least make it more clear what I'm doing or the thought behind it. For this, we're not really doing much. We're just trying to bide our time. And I wanted to make it so even if this is a good run, or a good couple rolls, I don't want it to be one that we start on and then go back to do our actual run. So we're going to do it this way instead, just so there's no overlap. Besides, if nothing else, it gives people time to go grab a snack, get prepped and ready to sit down and watch a full stream. You know, I personally enjoy a bit of easing into it if I'm sitting down for a stream. It gives me time to grab my snacks, grab my drink, get cozy. Usually try and convince my dog to try and lay beside me even though she won't, and it hurts my heart a bit. 2 minutes. Is anyone over in chat? Not really. Anyone watching? We've got 2 viewers. We appreciate that. Oh no. It's nice having the music in the background now. I was watching over my old streams and I noticed I didn't have any background music from the actual game playing. So if there's any dead air, it really was just listening to silence, which I personally really dislike. I'll probably end up doing some more just audio only games in the future, but that's going to be audio from the game, not myself. I think something like Stardew Valley might be nice to just have playing in the background, something you can listen to. I'd personally enjoy the soundtrack for it, so I'm a bit biased on that part. Alrighty, where are we at? I think I'll be able to hit, oh, maybe hit rent in this. Who knows? Go fish. It's fun. Some of these symbols, when they interact with one another, they actually make a sound, or the sound triggers. Kind of like the bee and the flower. I really like that. I think it's just really nice when people put a lot of effort into their sound design. Sound design gets overlooked a lot, especially in some indie games where you might just have stock sounds in the background. It takes a lot of... I don't really know how to describe it. It takes a very notable how would you phrase it? You need to know how to layer sounds, essentially, to make them sound three-dimensional. It takes a very interesting skill. That said, though, it is 9:30, so we are going to start on level 1 and see how many of these levels we can get through. The objective is to be quick because we do want to try and get through as many as we can. And granted, I do only have up to level 9 open, but I'm taking into account that I likely will not have immediate perfect runs each time through. And since in our last playthrough we saw that you now have to start fighting your landlord at the very end, I figured maybe this would be an interesting way to see where that picks up, when the difficulty really kicks in, and which levels are easier to like really breeze through versus which sort of hindrances might take longer to get over. Right now we're mostly grabbing cats. They don't do anything particularly well right now, minus when you can give them milk. But later on you can get things that make it so cats are more lucky. We're trying to go for higher luck runs. We also took Chemical 7 because if we can get 3 of those, it'll be good. And we wanted to find a way to completely fill up our board. We want money right now, so we're trying to not have any zeros, but we also want it so that anything on the board is actually making us money and we're not just trying to break even. Like this. This, you do get more money each time, but it takes so long, you only have 2 spins left. This, 30%, but you can destroy an adjacent symbol. This would be good if we got a bunch of them. Granted, I'm not really feeling a cultist run right now, since we already do have 3 cats. And we have a candy, so we're going to grab a toddler, because a toddler can start working on that. And as we go further, we will start getting some of the removal thingamajigs, I suppose. And we can start taking stuff out that don't interact with one another. So we'll get the tombstone, because that works out pretty well, and then it eventually destroys itself, which will clear up that spot. We're going with a couple of seeds. The monkey works well with this. If we can get a missed fruit, that would be awesome. Farmer's also good, but we could also try for like a bee run with honey and bears. We do have 2 chemical 7, so if we can get another, that'll be, I think, 77. Ooh, we're gonna take that. That's the shiny pebble. It does give you a luck boost. Gonna pay through. We got our essence. We're gonna take that for removals. Destroys stuff after 20 spins. Essence 1, take the fish tank, because that way we can take the fish out of the board and still get money for having them. Yes, okay, the pinata, once we can get that near the kid, that will work out very well in taking out the candy around it. We are going to take another toddler just because of that pinata, because there's going to be a lot of candies, which, if we're not careful, can clog up our board. However, I don't really see that being an immediate problem right now. I might actually take out the dwarf, just because we are doing decently with just the toddlers. But at the same time, as soon as that's gone, these are just open board. So we have to be a bit mindful with how we're doing it. Safe. We have a key in here somewhere. So hopefully the key will end up by the safe. We're also going to keep an eye out for the lockpick. Toddlers can eat presents or destroy presents. I'm probably just going to end up explaining anything that can be consumed or destroyed by another one as being eaten. I'm not quite sure why that's my default, but it is. Destroys itself when you spin, gives respins there after 60 spins. Whenever symbol's destroyed, destroys itself afterwards. Yeah, that's not gonna really give out as much as we want, so we're gonna take that for the most. Removes all coins. Okay, so this is also really good because we can take coins off the board. So if we grab a Midas or something, that would be very handy. We'll re-roll that. Billionaire. We'll take a candy instead. Present. If we can create a bit of a buffer fund in between here, it would be very handy if we could. Just because that way... Does it take it each? I think it takes it each time. Just because that way we can try to spin this as quick as possible and look for one of those. There's a couple other items where when you get them, you can skip certain amounts of your turns and then you'll get something in return for it, which would be very handy with this kind of run. But those are usually rare, so we have to try to get usually further in this or into the higher levels to get things like it. Destroys itself. Common, which will be good because then we can get more of those whenever you spend this. It destroys itself after, destroys itself when you pay your rent. Destroyed, you choose one of these. None of the symbols, we're going to take this instead. Diver, yes. Okay, we could start doubling up. That will work well because this is going to give 2 times for the cats. After we gain a multiplier of 7 after we spin. And then cats give more. Not 7, 13. We need, yeah, multiplier of 13. That'll go to the diver. If we can get a missed fruit, that'd really be handy. The monkey can also eat... Do we have a hooligan? No, we don't. The monkey can also eat the coconuts, though, which is very handy. It would be nice to have a missed fruit, just because we do have the compost going. But missed fruit is, I believe, a rare item, so we're going to have to boost our luck first. Cultist. I said we weren't going to do a cultist run, but I do see that we have quite a few cultists. I am aware of what's occurring here. We are going to take out the dwarf because that's not helping right now. Apple won't. That will. The cherry, not so much. So we'll take those out because those are only going to give us 1 each time. Can move the flower. And we'll leave the pearl because he can consume the pearl. Alright, so we're going to spin this. You will eat that. Fantastic. We are still waiting for that to either break or distribute. Billionaire, big earn, no thank you. It is handy that the diver won't eat the shiny pebble, I think. Pay the landlord. You'll get an essence capsule. Gives 1 for each if you have 3 or more. Rabbits give more, and that gives more. Well, we're going to take that instead. So we can have more removals. It'll work for us in the long run if we can keep this going long enough to have a long run. But I think this will work fairly decently. We're going to take the milk for the cats because that's going to work in our favor with the odds that we're running here. Key, we'll take another cat just because eventually we're going to be able to get our multiplier of 13. Lockbox, we have a key somewhere. We do want to miss fruit because then she can eat all of that, which will be very helpful. Also be good if we have a farmer. Making sure, I do want to make sure we do have a key in here, don't we? Or am I just loading this full? No, we don't have that. So we're going to take a reroll 1 instead, which I should have realized beforehand, but we're going to ignore that oversight. Pay the rent. Swapping devices. Swap. You may swap 7 times. Essence. Destroyed. Add essence whenever those are destroyed. That'll be handy for us. For bear, symbol would take money. It takes 25 less. Destroys itself afterwards. Booster pack. We'll take the booster pack. Pretender removed. Then we can take that with 3 or more. Okay, we'll take that instead. We'll re-roll these. Item, big ore, no, skip. We're going to take the lockpick instead because now the lockpick can deal with the chest and the toolbox that we have. I have to wait a couple turns, I believe, for that, don't I? after 12 spins, yeah. Alrighty, not bad. What do we owe? We owe 525. We have 7 spins to do it. We are at 400. We should be able to make this regardless. The cat is now giving 2 instead of 1, which is handy. We'll take the goldfish. I should have taken the chemical 7. That was a bad move. That said, though, the goldfish will remain in the fish tank, so that is a continual 3. Hooligan, that can start breaking stuff like these tombs. Alright, hustling capsule. We already have one of these. I don't think it works if we just get another one. We will take another milk for the cats. Again, we are trying to find a missed fruit, or just speed through this fast enough. That'll go for their diver. The diver, if we keep feeding him, he'll continue to get stronger, which is very helpful for us. We need 625 due, and we have card shark we don't really need. Will these keep my rares? It does keep rares. It gives 2 more. Can I... Okay, well the cow will help. This will help too, at least for our speedrun, because that's part of the one where we can skip ahead to pay our stuff early. 625 is due. We're at 293 minimum. We have 7 spins, so we might need to play this a bit smarter. But I don't know which ones to take out. I know we had this issue in one of our previous runs where I didn't commit to one way or the other, and I overcommitted to the pearl diver mechanic, and I think I'm doing that with the missed fruit one now. But considering how many seeds we're going to have in this run, it would be fantastic to invest in that kind of future if we can. We will take a chemical 7. That'll double up with this one, giving us a 77 total, which should help push us over for the run that we are going to have to do. 625. I think we have enough. Yes, we do. The fish will be into the fish bowl here, so we don't really need to worry about taking that and using extra space. Geologist will only break the ore, not the... which I can just break the ore myself. It won't break the gems after. That's where a geologist will be really handy. We will take out the dice. We're going to leave that in. We'll take out the oranges. I'll probably regret this if we get a miss fruit in the future, but right now that cow is going to help us more. The seeds might, depending on what we get, but the bee will not be helping us. Alright, so let's do this. Fantastic. The cat was able to do more. I'm going to say ultimately that did help. So we are going to roll that. We are going to skip ahead. See what we can get after multiplier of 3. No, we won't do that. We will go for that for extra rare. Oh, we're not getting much of anything on this. I'll try for that instead. Oh, do I have my card pack? That'll be broken by the hooligan. That'll go into the fish tank. The bee isn't going to do much. Lockbox can be opened. Wealthy capsules, a net win. Hooligan we don't need an extra of. Rabbit fluff, no. Diver, we could, but it won't work fantastically. The treasure chest is a better investment. We're going to check over here now. Simple bomb. Goldfish. Sand dollar for the diver. Anything else we can utilize right now? Not so much. Okay. Jack-o'-lantern means the kid gives us extra. Okay, we're gonna go oyster. Hopefully we can get some pearls from that before the diver eats it. If the diver eats the oyster too soon, it doesn't have as much of an impact since the oyster keeps giving out pearls and the diver can eat pearls. That is one of the riskier ones to have to run. Just because if he eats it early on, we don't get the net. Like if he was right here, we wouldn't get more of these as that creates more. We are going to keep grabbing candy for the toddler, milk for the cats. That cow will hopefully kick out enough milk that the cats can passively do what we want them to. Grab a pearl for the diver. Fantastic. If we can get a conveyor belt, that would also be really useful for us. The conveyor belt speeds up how often the cow will produce milk. Golem, not really helpful. Are we having it? Can I shut off these things? I don't believe I can. We are going to take another oyster. Yeah, I can't shut those off. Unfortunate. But that's okay. It's fine. Things occur, and we will roll with them. Snail can be eaten by the diver. We have the extra money? Yes, we can. So we can skip ahead an extra step. We'll take the treasure chest because we can do that passively. We may swap too. No, that's not going to be helpful. Okay, we're going to keep running through this. The seeds aren't incredibly helpful still, which I'm going to probably just go through and try to take some of those out now. Just because if we don't have anything to eat the fruit, it won't help. Why do I have this? We're gonna take you out. I don't recall when I grabbed you or if I did that intentionally. I'm gonna skip through. We're close to this. We can get our very rare. We have the hooligan still. Diver can eat turtles. We have the hooligan still so that he can break these urns because the urns give us spirits which do help with general amounts. The bar of soap will create bubbles which the toddler can pop. That monkey's gonna keep doing pretty well for us as long as we can keep the coconuts coming. I'm not gonna grab bananas just because the bananas get eaten and then they just leave banana peels, which yes, we could just get rid of the banana peels. We'll grab the light bulb for the shiny rock. We could just get rid of the banana peels, and we do have it, so we'll continue to get more with each repetition, but it's not something that will be a net win in the end, just because we are going to have to keep spending to keep up with it, and then it just takes up space on the board. We'll grab another piñata for the kid. That's gone. We're going to see what the seeds grow into. Chick, jellyfish. Jellyfish gets removed by the diver, and we'll get another removal capsule, which we don't really need more removal capsules, but they will help if we have them. We'll take the chemical 7. We will pay in advance. We're going to pay. Fantastic. Okay, so now we're at the end of this one. This has taken us about 16 minutes. 16 minutes. We will have 1,000 dude. This will speed up the production of milk from our cow. That'll also add 3 times more when destroyed, but how many do we have in our thing still? We have a chest, we have a present, and we have 2 chests, so this will end up being better for us. Chemical 7 will work well. The chef won't really do much for us, neither will the chicken. Red peppers, we'll take that instead. So we aren't going to be able to really run anything with this fruit now because, we actually don't have 1,000. I'm going to be mindful of that. As I was saying words. We have the guillotine though. So that should kill him immediately. Hopefully, because I'm pretty sure as this goes on, the guillotine no longer works and we just have dead air. So the diver should still, yeah, okay, that'll be taken out. Peaches won't do much. Well, I mean, they won't do a little, but those give 2 less. Give 2, this will only give 1. That will be a net win for us if we keep it like that, so we're going to leave it like that. The kid can eat some seeds, not some seeds, some candy. The seeds will remain. We have 300 left. We have tedium capsule, the elite 1 symbols. We don't need that, we don't need the mouse. Okay, that should be eating it. How much is the diver going to give? The diver's still giving us the most with 16. How many spins? We have 5 spins to have 1,000. Not fantastic. The guillotine no longer has effect, so we won't be getting any more of the billionaires because they'll just take up space. We should be able to get what we need, actually. 1,000? Can we hit it? Oh, we are close. We have 3 spins left. Bubble Monkey gives 50% less. Okay, and we have hit our goal. We can pay off our rent even if we don't kill this person. We grab the void creature anyway, just to see if we can. I haven't finished this round with just paying off the landlord, not killing them. Which says a lot, I think. We are going to skip that. Oh, you know what? We can find that out. Let's find out what happens. I paid my rent. Oh, okay, so we just have more turns. Well, that's anticlimactic. You're just gonna die the next run, but like I thought maybe we would get a different ending. It's kind of a bummer. I mean, now we know what happens. We'll just have to pay a very high rent. Comrade thanks is over. You had very works. They've been made into a soup. We're going to continue to the main menu now. We're going to go to start. We're going to go to the second round. We're going to start. See, that took us 19 minutes all in total. Let's try the cultists this time. We did end up getting a lot of cultists. Oyster, it'll be enough just to fill these slots right here. Most things right now are going to give us a 1. We also take a B just because we have a flower. So if those interact, that won't be all too bad. That was not a smart thing that I did there where I skipped it. I should have taken even just a little bit of anything, since that would give us just more coins in general. We don't have enough slots filled up, so it is not a good time to be skipping, especially when I have a cultist. I have 2 now though, so they will be giving me 2 coins. Granted, I don't think that really makes up as a net win for what we did earlier, but hopefully as we go on it will. We don't really have anything to do for the beer yet, but we are going to take something so I don't make the same mistake twice. This chicken's going to start laying eggs, which will be helpful if we can get a carton. Otherwise, those are going to start filling up, which I think if we have a chef, then we can have him destroy them somehow, eat them, something. We have a toddler? We don't have a toddler, but birds will give us 1 more. We'll take that for the bird. I know the bird has a chance of laying an egg, which we're not really looking for, but we'll go with what we get and we'll see what works best. So right now we have cats, bubbles, chicken, bee. Do I have a toddler? I do not have a toddler yet. We'll take that, I guess, just to fill up space. And we have cultists. So let's see what we can get. We'll take the gambler. He'll give us 1 each time. We can kind of run him a bit like... well, I guess he is a bit of an investment. We can get him early. He'll only give us 1, but most things right now are. Later on, we can just grab a die, and then if we want him dead, we can grab the die, and we can start trying to cash in and see how long it takes for it to roll a 1. That will get a bit more difficult as we go, though, because if your luck increases, you're less likely to roll the 1, and if you get a reroll perk where it only rerolls to the max 3 or the max 5, we're probably going to have a bit of issue doing it that way. There we go, we have a toddler, so we can work with the piñata now. The piñata will break and give us candy. So we are going to need, we're not going to go with the urn yet because we don't have a hooligan to break them, really anything to break them. I'll keep with the bees for now because we can get something to make honey. That'll work out really well with the bear. After symbol destroyed gives 1 for each symbol destroyed this game. When destroyed, ooh, okay, we'll try that. It won't give us a whole heck of a bunch right away. After all symbols considered adjacent. Okay, we'll do that. The chef, what do you take, chef? Okay, they just give more, but we will take that anyway. We will take this because so we were going to take the lockpick because the lockpick does work really well. But having something that'll break like this will automatically break the urns, means we don't need a hooligan to take up space, and we can invest in the things that'll break those more often without having to worry about it as much. Yeah, see, these will give us more coins. That'll hopefully work out in our favor. So we won't be getting the lockbox because we don't have the lockpick and we don't have any keys either. So we're going to keep with what we have. We're going to see maybe about... I think we have a monkey, don't we? Do we have a monkey? I thought we had a monkey. I honestly do not recall, though. Bad choice if we don't have one. We'll take another cat, though I am hoping that we can get extra lucky and find... what is it called? The thing that makes the cats lucky. So hopefully we can boost it that way. We'll pay our rent. We still need to find a way to speed through a bit faster. There we go. We're lucky. That's exactly what we're looking for. That makes it so cats are lucky. Meaning we will have a boosted luck for each cat that we have. So hopefully we can move forward a bit. Once we do, we can figure out especially what kind of run we want to do. Once we have that, we can use our removal tokens to take things out. Lucky capsule, we'll take that for now. We do want to try and boost our luck just to find anything we can that'll try and tip it over the scales. This, admittedly, is much more difficult to do in a fast pace. Destroys those permanently, gives 1 for each. Perfect, we want him. We're going to run a geologist run this way. I'm not entirely sure which ones he eats. I'm gonna have a look in just a second. going to take this time. Okay, that works out very well. We're going to use this. We're going to take these out. We're going to remove our dwarf. We're going to remove our flower and our bees. We want that geologist to be near as many pearls as possible, especially since we have the oysters. The oysters are going to be able to work at making the pearls that the geologist can then eat. The cats will be extra lucky, so we want to keep the cats going as well. So if we can find at least 13 cats, one destroy gives 13 times more. Fantastic, we want that. Whenever essence is destroyed, the conditional effect, other essence must happen for 2 times when destroyed. Gives 50 for every symbol. This difference ignores that. That doesn't work out fantastic for us. But we're going to do that anyway. We're going to take that. We're going to take this. The toddler will hopefully get rid of the candy. We don't want to deal with the peaches right now. We need 300. Ooh, how many spins do we have left? 6. Okay. Adds 1 symbol, gives 1 more, destroys, give 8, 1 destroys. You guys do the exact same thing. Okay. We are going to want to be a bit more careful with things because we don't really want to lose where this run is set up at already. We have 4 spins. We're going to take that bear for the honey. We have 4 spins to make, 3 spins to make a bunch. That's not great for us. Hopefully we can do a... Ooh, this looks like it might be a really nice run. 50-50. No, we're not going to take anything that removes more. Oh, let's see what we can do this. Gives 5 when destroyed. Bartender will not really help us. That doesn't help us either. Sand dollar, big ore for that guy. Thief, no, because you're going to take our money, so we'll skip. And now we'll spin. We'll see if we can get anything good. Ooh, this is not looking like it's going to be our run, which sucks because this could have been really good. Yeah, we're going to be short. We'll retry though. We're going to keep on this one. How are we doing on the time? We got 32 minutes. We have a cat, a pearl, coin, and a cherry. We're going to take a dwarf so that we can start getting some liquor and hopefully feed him. It will destroy stuff as we do it. Dice are good early on because the lowest you'll get from them is a 1 and the highest is something else, but since most things at this point give you a 1, we want to start where we're at. We'll take the shiny pebble to start boosting our luck. Whew. Why is this so stressful? We'll try and do this to give us more luck. Wolves transform into dogs. Wolves give 1 more. Dogs transform into wolves. We'll go with that. Maybe if we do this, we can get the moon thing. I've seen that symbol a couple of times. I'm not quite sure how. I think it is a rare one, so we will have to be mindful. However, if we do that, we might be able to spin like a dark nighttime run. See how that goes. Dog. That should flip to a wolf. Yes, it does. Okay, so not bad if we can do that. Get a spin off with the dog and then still get... Okay, we are going to sacrifice 1 to do that. Ooh, and we're going to take the dwarf so he can destroy the ore. We'll move to get rid of him afterwards. Once we get rid of him, we're going to see if we can get a geologist. We're not going to get rid of him until we have a geologist because we want to lean into this. We're going to take milk for the cat. We could have taken whatever the other thing was, but clearly it wasn't as valuable. I would have remembered it. Buffing capsule destroys everything adjacent, gets 2 times more. That wasn't a great spot, but it was better because the cat got milk, which meant that we will get more money from that. Flour, we will go with the flour for now just because we have to. So it won't be as terrible if we have to get a bee to sacrifice, just filling a spot that we have. Lucky caps will be very good for us. Lockpick, fantastic. So now we don't need to worry about getting a key to unlock things. We are going to grab a toddler for the bubble, pinata, candy, anything like that will be helpful. Cheese, target, no. Lockbox, yes. We could have gone for a dog, and if it had landed there, it would have worked with the toddler as well. But we don't have enough to really justify going with another wolf if it's just going to be, 3 coin payout. The lockbox makes up for it a lot faster than the 3 coin payout. Same as this light bulb works very well with these, and since it destroys itself after its use, it does make it more worth it to get it then, since it still destroys but gives you what you need at the same time. We have 225 do cats, destroys itself. There are 13, gives 13 more. We are going to try for 13 cats then. Destroys itself when you spin, gives rerolls when you destroy. Void fruit we will take. Coins give 3 times more, have no effect, and give 1 more. Okay, so that might be good if we can go with our wolf strategy. I'm not quite sure because we'll have to run with like a witch and moon sun combo, I think. We could also try for the ancient creature or the frozen fossil. We'll do that if we can find it though. We're not going to go out of our way to set that up like we kind of have again. Ooh, for the geologist. Ignore everything I just said. We have a geologist now and it's set up so well. We are immediately going to take out this miner. We're going to leave the monkey in so it can eat stuff as we go. Lucky Pebble and the dice we are going to take out. We're also going to take out the flower next time we have it around. Actually, we're going to take out the cherry instead. We'll flip this, we'll get milk for the cats. That way we can spend more on getting cats. Because our luck may decrease as things go on, just because he can't. Can he eat diamonds? That is a good question. No, he cannot, but he can eat the purple stuff. Whenever we spend that, gets 1 for every 8 symbols destroyed this game. Cool. Brings back a common item. Ooh, what are you? Give 1 more for Jason. So we're not going to go with that right now just because I'll give us a common one of these items. Nice, we're going to open this. Okay, in a minute we're going to open it. Going to take a chemical 7. Milk for the cat. Milk for the cat. Okay, we're going to go with this. Geologist can get those. We can get another chemical 7 in a bit. We don't have a diver. We do not want to do that and decrease, which I know it says it will have no effect, but at the same time, we don't want to fill space when we can be filling with things that can be eaten, which if they can be eaten, then like if we keep loading up on oysters and we find the conveyor belt, we should be able to set ourselves up for a really good start and hopeful, easy run through the end, even if we can't defeat the landlord the first time, which we've realized now just means you get to do it later. There we go. So we are going to go with this. We are also going to look at, so after 15 spins, we do want that. We aren't going to take the hustling capsule. We are going to start taking these. We'll take those. We can start getting rid of things that aren't useful again. So we'll do that. We'll take out the flower. Some of the flowers, I guess, because we don't have enough to take them all out. If the symbol would take money, it takes 1 less. Cool. We'll take the sign of emptiness. How many do we have to have? What is it? Sorry, stuff there, at least 6. So we need more. That'll work for the things that the geologist isn't eating immediately. Or whatever the oysters kick out before you can get to. We'll take the lockbox too for some quick cash. Gonna take a small little music break so you guys don't have to listen to me drone on and on for hours. Okay, I hope you enjoyed your music break. That was about 15 seconds, and that's apparently about as long as I can hang out without talking or saying things. So the light bulb really did almost pay for itself right there, just with how much is working with that pearl. We have 425 due. Chemical set, oh, we will take that. That was actually not a great call because I don't have a spot to put that. But we're going to skip anyway. We will take Midas out just because that wasn't a good call and he will clog up our spaces. Okay, do I actually not have enough symbols? Let's not take a look. It'll just show up. Yeah, I'm 3 short. Okay, so we do need to fill that in more. We'll take a void fruit. We'll get some coin off of that. We do have a lot of things that are self-destructive or destroying in turn, which works out pretty well, but at the same time we do run into issues like this where we just don't have enough spaces to fill. Granted, our geologist is helping to make up for that. Do we have the toddlers still, or did I kept the toddlers? We're going to spin that with soap. There we go. That'll start making bubbles for the toddler to break. How many do we need? We need 425 due in 3 spins. We have enough already, which would be fantastic. Crab dwarf, no. Mine, that'll be fantastic for the geologist. Oh, and the dwarf can do that, I forgot. Whoopsie doopsies. Either way, the dwarf will do some pretty good there. That'll work well for the kid, because the kid can open that, which will also just give us money. Basically about the same thing as the lockpick does, but presents. And if we didn't have a toddler, it could open itself after a couple. We owe 525 and a couple runs. Destroys itself. After that, gives 40 destroy a spin. Give 8 less for each symbol in your inventory with a quantity of 2 or more. Cannot give less than 0. Effect ignores that. Destroy 5 symbols. Next symbol after every spin, the symbol going to be a symbol. Sure. Destroys itself whenever grown. Gives 20 more. Sure, we'll take that in case we need the rabbit floof. We can take that. We don't really need the key that comes with it, but hey, it's something to have. Fantastic. We're breaking more for chemical 7s. Need more symbols added. The beer can go with the dwarf. Crab isn't for anyone. Oh, the mouse is skipping. Hex of Midas. That won't do anything, but it will give us 3 because of our holy water. 4, I guess. I saw that in the top corner. We're still looking to grab 13 things though, since that is when... Oh my goodness, the mouse is skipping. This is not good. We are hoping it gives 13 though, because then we can get a multiplier of 13, I believe. We're also waiting for that for the cats. Candy will be for the toddler. You don't eat enough. The bee is no longer in use. How are we here? 575, fantastic. We'll take the pearl to fill up. Goldfish, we're still gonna hang out. Kind of thought we had a tank, but it's fine if we don't. No, we're not gonna do that. I could have, we do have the card that'll make them worth more, but it's only worth more if they're adjacent to other ones, and we don't really have them adjacent to anything because we don't have any. Instead, I'm really hoping we can find the conveyor belt to speed those things up, and the things being the oysters. If we can get the oysters to kick out more, it'd be super handy. How are we doing? Yeah, the geologist is really helping out. We can appreciate the geologist for that. Alrighty, we have that due. 625. You'll work out for what he doesn't have. You'll be able to take the fish. We have 625? No, we don't have 625, but we can have 625. We'll add in a rabbit. Actually, no, we won't add in a rabbit. It won't give fluff. We'll take this instead. Yeah, what are we looking for with that? We'll take a bar of soap. We're looking for something. A certain amount of these and they work together. No, they don't work together there. It's the cat. I just need more cats. I've misunderstood and I just needed more cats. Apparently that has always been the answer. Granted, those give a good amount too, so I'm not super upset that we've got those going for us. Yeah, these guys are going to work out really well in our favor. We'll take the rabbit fluff, because I think this picks it up. So we still get our luck boost, but we also get money from the rabbit thing. Item capsule. I'm not quite sure what we'll get with this, but you know, it's always interesting. Let's check over here when it gives us the ability to do so. Gives 1 whenever a symbol is added. Okay, so that should be really good for the kind of run we're doing. Let's check our time. We're at about 45 minutes. We have 15 left. We have made it through all of 2, so this is not... I don't know if I'd count this unsuccessful, because we have gone through 1 full run and half a run, I'm going to say. Plus, we should be able to beat this one as well. We destroy when destroyed are added and guaranteed to add. Rare and ultra rares, 5 or more. Those are wild cards. We want the wild card ones. We'll take that. We'll take you for the cats. We'll take you for the cats as well. Alright, so we're really loading up on cat things here. What is this? For every 8 symbols destroyed. So we've destroyed 84 symbols. That is a fun way to see that. Shiny Pebble, that'll work with the Dame. He's gonna eat quite a few pearls, which is super handy for us. How are we doing on the 1,000? Really, if we keep it even near 1,000, we're pretty much set. Since that's the amount we need to pay at the end. They do obviously take progressively more, but I think even if we can't necessarily count this as a super successful speedrun, I am going to say that being able to clear 2 runs of this isn't too bad in about an hour. Granted, I would ideally be able to finish this faster, but you know, we're going to take the progress that we can take and the progress that we do have. We're going to flip over though and see what we got from that item capsule. If none of the symbols. Fantastic. We do have that. I'm going to wait for this because I would like to open that as soon as we can. Tedium, we'll take that just so we make sure that the spaces are always full. Milk for the cats. More for the oysters. 3 spins for that. Hey, 3 spins and we have 3 viewers. A spin for you each. Nice. Look at how much that geologist is gonna eat. Oh my goodness. The numbers on this man. Oh my goodness. Fantastic. Pay the rent. See, geology is clearly where the money is at. Robin Hood, we will not be getting you. I think you'll actually be a detriment if we do. Do we have a kid? I can't remember. Oh, we have a bunch of those though. So we'll take that instead. Our chili powder. 1 more spin and we could open the package. Nice. And no, none of these. We'll take the rabbit fluff. We'll take the ore. No to these ones. We will re-roll though. Okay, so we will take that instead. We could take a toddler, but instead we're going to take the milk. Nice. We're going to take just a quick moment and we're going to go through and remove the least valuable of the items we have. Have a big ore, add 2 shiny pebbles during a spin. Nice. Okay, we are going to take out the ones that aren't useful anymore, so that won't be useful. These are. The single coin isn't. We'll take out the monkey as well. Mouse. Hello, mouse? Okay, we'll take out the monkey as well. There we go. We want to make sure we have as many useful items on the board as we can. Lucky capsule, maybe we can get something off of that. The light bulb also would have been good, but I'm not going to be upset at a lucky capsule. Okay, we are definitely going to be able to pay our rent. Is that another... I don't know, we could hop back over. Because yeah, we're not going to really see anything over here. We'll skip that, hop over. If we get a chemical 7, I think we finished a chemical 7. Otherwise it would be up here in our little board. Or I guess it would be in the other one. We'll check that too. Midas, no, we don't need Midas. Yeah, no, we got the chemical 7 from the last one, so we would have gotten 77 coins off of that. We're doing pretty good with how many of these are adjacent to other things. We're gonna keep going for it though, because having a very successful run really isn't bad to lean into. Cheese, mouse, no. That's still taking rabbit fluff, which is good for us. We can pay the 7-7. 0 spins. We'll pay that. Now our objective is to, let's see if we can beat them before we have to pay. Alright, let's see if we can do that. We're gonna skip the Dame. Sure, we'll go with that. Granted, a lot of these are going to be the same symbol, so I don't think we're really going to get much off of there. Alright, 100 down. How many spins do we have? We have 9 spins. Ha! Joke's on you. We have holy water. So even if those are more likely to trigger, they won't. Have a cow add milk that is destroyed by a cat during the same run. Cool. We'll take the ore as well for our geologist friend. Eggs I'm not super concerned about. It said it was going to increase the amount of eggs. Alright, oh, you know what? We might actually be able to do this. Beat this, we'll go with the turtle. We don't really need the turtle, but I just wanted a turtle, so we're going to have a turtle in here. Because I think we will be able to beat her. And you know what? Yeah, we're going to be able to beat her. Go us. Trampled by rabbits. We love it. Okay, we're going to start. And we have finished on this. I know I said we're going to do an hour. Well, what's my title? We have a 1 hour speed run. Let's do an hour. I said we were going to do an hour. Let's do an hour. We'll see how far we can get in this. If nothing else, we can see if we can maybe get some good cash or see how much cash we can rack up. Hopefully enough to pay rent since, you know, that would be the ideal in any spin or round. That thing itself gives 0, but it can never actually give 0 because it gives the amount that it spins. We have 52. We don't really need to destroy anything yet, so that won't be a good one to grab. We are going to take that in case we grab the billionaires. If we grab the billionaires, we will be able to pay it. We will be able to pay our rent. Wow, we need to slow down. I say we both know it's me. We don't have a key yet, but it will just keep giving us 1, which again, it will only give us 1 anyway, so most things right now are. It's not a net loss. Our alternative is having a spot not filled and it giving us 0. Gonna pay our rent. We have 100 due. I don't actually know what those do. These. I don't quite understand what they do. We're gonna try that, see what happens. If nothing else, we can count it as a learning experience. Goldfish. Does she give 1? No, she gives 0. Egg, present. Okay, and now you give 1. Do these progressively give more? Because this would be an interesting one to do. So we're going to find out if these progressively give more. I'll grab a bear just for the funsies. It destroys itself after it's done that. So how small do we think these can get down to? She's going to be in our reels for a bit because we don't have enough items for her not to be. So we are going to find out. We'll grab another. We could have grabbed the billionaire, made sure rent was paid, and that would have been smart. But we didn't do that. For obvious reasons. I said it'd be a smart plan. Alright. Now what do you do? Okay. Now what do? You give 2. Do you just give progressively more? Like, I want to know how long I can have this. Because if she gives progressively more, this would be a cool run attempt. Like, a cool run to try. We'll take the item capsule. Have an item capsule add a pool ball. Cool. We'll take the pearl, just because it only gives us 1, but like we've been saying a couple times, I'm not going to keep repeating. Okay, so we didn't end up paying rent, but let's see what we can do here. Like I said we were going to give us an hour. We're going to see what happens if we only do the middle option. Egg, middle option. Egg, middle option. Okay, so you got a very egg-heavy run. Pearl. If I was going to play this, I'd grab the goose personally, just because I think it'd be funny to have that many eggs and then a goose. Okay, chick. And billionaires. Also, if we weren't just picking the middle option, would have gone with the left one, which was the egg carton. Very helpful so far. Pearl and the shiny pebble. I wonder how long we could realistically go if we only picked the middle button. See how long the game would let us live. Unless the game crashes. I'm clicking a bit too fast. Pool ball. Well, we've got 2 chickens now. And a chick. Flower. I think, do we owe 100 here? Yeah, and 100 we owe. Okay, now we got a goose. Okay, the goose is fun. We could have taken the pigeon, but we didn't. But it is working. Like, we have 100 due after this spin, and we do have over 100. So, like, it's technically working. Oh. Okay, that takes less turns to destroy, so that's pretty cool. Granted, they're no longer really on the board because we are just taking all of these. So we have a couple mouse, a couple presents, chicks, owls, magpie, a couple curses. Yeah, curse is gonna take our money, that's cool. But we still have rent paid. Like, this is just complete RNG, just clicking through, and we're actually doing decently. I'm genuinely surprised this has worked. We'll keep with this for our essence things. We have 15 moves before that. Can I open this? No, we can't. We'll take the bounty hunter. We don't have anyone for him to kill, but the bounty hunter is here. Have a chick not grow into a chicken for 12 or more spins. Oh, the unlucky chick. It's not called that. The achievement was just a chick, but it should be called the unlucky chick. Our piggy bank has 8. We have 225 due in 3 spins. Are we gonna have it? I am baffled that this keeps working. We have so many symbols that are absolutely clogging our board. There is so little uniformity to this. And it's still working. Okay, we'll keep going with it. Like I said, we're gonna do an hour-long speed run. This is the next level. It's not a wise way to do it, and I don't think we're gonna get it in the next 4 minutes, 3 minutes. But we haven't lost doing it this way. 3-sided die, a lot of bounty hunters. The dog only works with one of them though, so we picked a favorite. Another shiny pebble. $302 spins. Oh, I don't know if we're gonna hit it this time, guys. This we might have been a bit too risky on. Oh, the piggy bank saved us. Alrighty, let's see how it goes. Let's see if we can survive long enough. Oh, but the billionaire, when he shows up, he's gonna get guillotined or guillotined. What is this? Have a chicken and an egg. And a golem egg and a spin. Golem egg? Did I read that? I don't think I read that right. That doesn't sound like something I would have read correctly. It's like a golem egg, right? That wouldn't make sense. Alright, we have 2 minutes. Do we think we're gonna be able to get this? Need 375 and we've got 4 and we've got an orange now. A lot of chickens. A crow, we could have used that key. We could have really used that key on the chest. 375 and 2 spins, and we have 375. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try and speed this up. Not because I want us to lose or anything like that, but I do want to see just how far we can legitimately go in this. Just selecting the middle option. There's 1 minute before the stream is over. Or should be over. I might, for the sake of science, keep this going longer. Just to see what we can do. A golden egg adjacent to an egg. Oh, 59, 26. Oh, guys, we are 450. Oh, no, I don't think we're going to have to worry too much. But we are going to try and get this to land on around the same time. 41. Oh, guys. Do you think we're gonna... I don't think we're gonna get it. We have 2 spins. 46. Guys, we're close. We're close. 1 spin. Add 1 spin. Sure. Oh. Well, we have now hit the end of the stream. We didn't get there. We got to our 400 for the rent that was gonna owe. But in the end, we didn't end up getting there. I'm gonna send a nice little message in the chat. Thanks. Oh, jeepers, thanks. Oh my goodness. Thanks. I type and know English as a first language, and this was so hard. Thanks for watching. Creep it real. And we're gonna end that with a Z because we're cool people. Gonna toss that up for everyone. Mostly because I see that there are a couple people viewing, and even if you're not feeling chatty, it's still nice to have a little bit of a shout out. So I'm gonna get going. It was great hanging out with you guys, and I hope you have a nice week. I might be doing a Wednesday stream. I'm not quite sure yet, but we might be doing one. If not, we will definitely be doing our Friday, Saturday, Sunday streams. So unless I see you on Wednesday, I hope you guys have a lovely week. And remember to creep it real. Thanks, Gym Leader Boyd. You too.